Welcome to the PricePulse, dynamic discounts and coupons for WooCommerce tutorial. In this video we will build a tiered discount across a whole category, so bulk pricing applies to every product in it without naming them one by one. We will watch two different accessories land in two different tiers in the same basket, cover the settings that control where the tier table appears, and finish with the price criterion. From the WordPress dashboard, open WooCommerce in the sidebar and choose PricePulse. That submenu is the only way in. The plugin keeps its rules out of the main menu, so everything it does lives in one place under WooCommerce. This is the PricePulse area, and it opens on dynamic rules. Every discount the store has, with rules configuration and help beside it. Every PricePulse discount is its own rule, with its own edit screen. Add new rule starts an empty one. The name is for your team. Shoppers never see it, so make it describe the deal you are building. The rule type here is the tiered rule on a category. It works like the tiered rule on a product, with one important difference. You point it at a category rather than a list of products, and everything in that category inherits the bands, including anything you add to the category later. Choosing it opens the category picker and the tier table. Accessories, which in this store holds the wool beanie at $30 and the baseball cap at $20. The field takes more than one category, so a single rule can cover several ranges at once. The category rule asks for a maximum discount, and it is required. The product version of this rule has no such field, so it is easy to miss. It caps how much any one line can be reduced. 0 means no cap, which is what we want here. The bands themselves decide. Check for decides what the rule measures on each cart line. Quantity counts how many of that product are in the basket. Price asks what the item costs instead. We will come back to that at the end. 2 bands are enough to show the idea. The first runs from 2 to 3 items and takes 10% off. Notice it starts at 2, so a single item falls below every band and pays the full price. Add tier gives us the second row, 4 to 99 items, 20% off. And here is the part worth understanding. These bands are measured per cart line, not across the category as a whole. 2 of one accessory and 4 of another will land in different bands in the very same basket. 2 bands, 10%, then 20. The remaining fields narrow who the offer is for and when it runs. The customer roles it is open to, an optional cart condition, and a start and end date. Left as they are, the offer is open to everyone and runs from now on. Priority decides which rule reaches a product first when more than one could apply. A smaller number runs earlier. Nothing else in this store touches accessories, so 10 is fine. Publish saves the rule, and WooCommerce. PricePulse takes us back to the list to check it. The rule is live, and the rules list shows it enabled. Now the customer's side. The offers page lists every running promotion, and our category rule has joined the tiered group. A tiered deal cannot be summed up in one line, so its card carries a view details button. Both bands, with a discount beside each. This panel is generated from the rule itself, so it always describes what the cart will actually apply. The same table is offered where the shopper is browsing. This is the accessories archive, and every product in it carries the bands. The wool beanie at $30 and the baseball cap at $20. Neither was named in the rule. They inherited by being in the category. Start below the bands. 1 wool beanie and 1 baseball cap, which is a single unit on each line. $30 and $20, both at full price. 2 items in the cart, but only one of each product, and the bands count per line. Take the wool beanie to 2 and it reaches the first band on its own. Watch the baseball cap line while this updates. It is in the same category and covered by the same rule, but its own quantity has not changed, so there is no reason for its price to move. 30 struck through, 27 each, 10% off, while the baseball cap is untouched at 20. 1 rule, 1 category, and only the line that qualified has moved. Now take the baseball cap to 4, which is past the second band's threshold. This is the moment the category rule earns its keep. 1 rule, 2 products, and each line banded on the strength of its own quantity. $16 each on the caps, 20% off, and the beanies are still at 27. 2 products from the same category, in the same basket, in 2 different tiers, because the quantity is counted per line, not added up across the category. It has to work downwards too. Drop the caps from 4 to 3 and they leave the 20% band for the 10% one. $18 each, the shallower band, applied straight away. The price is recalculated for the new quantity rather than left at the deeper discount. And 1 beanie on its own drops out of every band, which is the case a tiered rule has to get right just as much as the discounted ones. $30 again, with no strike through. The price is restored, not left discounted. Back to 2 beanies and 4 caps, and through to the checkout. The last place a tiered price has to survive, because that is the figure the customer agrees to pay. $54 of beanies, 64 of caps, 118 of goods, plus $10 delivery, 128 to pay. Both tiers carry straight through. That tier table appeared in 3 places, and 2 settings on the configuration tab decide where. Display tier offer on shop page covers the catalog and the product pages. Display tier offer on cart page covers the cart. They are separate controls, and each moves only its own page. Both are enabled, which is why the table has been everywhere so far. Say you want the bands advertised while the customer is still browsing, but a clean cart once they have decided. Set the cart 1 to disable and leave the shop 1 alone. Saved. Only the cart setting has changed. On the accessories archive, nothing has changed. The bands are still under each product, where a shopper meets them. The cart is where the difference shows. Same shopper, same 2 accessories, and the only thing that has changed is 1 drop down on the configuration tab. No tier table above the cart now, and the line is still $27 each. The setting hides the table. It never changes what the customer is charged, and it does not touch the rule. Now the other way round. To prove each switch owns its own page, put the cart table back on, and turn the shop 1 off instead. Shop disabled, cart enabled, the exact opposite of a moment ago. The accessories archive has lost its tier tables, just the products and their prices. And the cart has it back. 2 beanies again, and this time the bands are waiting above them, exactly where they were missing a minute ago. 2 independent switches over 2 different pages, and the cart is charging exactly what it charged before. Advertise the bands wherever they help you and nowhere they do not. Let us put the shop table back, so both are on again and the display settings are as we found them. That is the pair of them covered. Each one moves its own page and neither touches a price. Both enabled once more, which leaves the second half of check 4. Everything so far has counted units. Switch it to price and the same table is read as money. Each band becomes a price range, and the rule asks what an item costs rather than how many are in the basket. So the bands need rewriting as amounts. We will clear the second one and use a single band. Anything in accessories priced between $25 and $40 gets 10% off. The columns still read min and max. It is the check 4 setting above that decides whether those are counts or currency. The category is unchanged. Both accessories are still covered by the rule. Only one of them is inside the price band. 1 wool beanie at $30, 1 baseball cap at $20. Both are in accessories and both are covered by the rule. Only the beanie falls inside the band. The $30 beanie is inside $25 to $40, so it drops to $27. The $20 cap is below the band and is left at $20. In the category, covered by the rule, but not matched by it. And notice the quantity is 1 on both lines. With the price criterion, how many you buy no longer comes into it. Switching back is the same move in reverse. Check 4 returns to quantity, and the bands go back to counting items. 2 to 3 at 10%, 4 to 99 at 20. Back where we started. So, point the rule at a category, choose whether the tiers are measured by quantity or by price, and fill in the bands. Everything in the category inherits them. Each cart line is banded on its own. The price is recalculated whenever the quantity changes, and the tier price carries through to the checkout. The 2 configuration settings decide where the table is advertised, and neither changes what anybody is charged. Thank you for watching.